Hey, this is Donna. I'm going to be doing a reading. Hopefully I'll be able to teach you a little bit. I'm going to try to make this really quick. I got to get going, got to get something done. A little disclaimer. Let's see. I'm going to tell you what book I'm using. A Complete Guide to the Tarot by Eden Gray. And then the deck is, I believe it's the I or the 1, J.J. Swiss. I think it's the 1. I've been saying I, but I'll look at it with my glasses on. I think it's a 1. They're easy to find. Real quick disclaimer, I'm going to run through these really quick. I do not like dead air or the sound of shuffling, so my readings have already been meditated on and dealt before the reading. At this time, I won't be doing any clarification on any of the cards. I'm happy with the way that the reading went. This is a general read, and it's not a one-on-one session, so not everything may resonate with you. Take what's applicable and use your best judgment. Always use your best judgment. This is a message from me to a general audience, and like I said before, you just take what's applicable to you. Reading results are gathered from the tarot and my own personal reception of intuition during the reading. And I also believe you see what you need to see when you need to see it. So this reading is considered timeless. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes. Okay. And if you like the video, please click the like button and subscribe, and turn on notifications for future uploads. Right now, it's about once a month, so I don't know if I'll be able to do any more than that. Here we go. Let me make sure that this is all okay. It looks, that's about as focused as I'm going to be able to get it. I have messed around with it quite a bit, but just like I said, anyway, excuse any profanity that may slip out. I try not to, but it comes out sometimes. First, we start off, when we shuffle the deck, we split it into 3 piles, and under the bottom of each pile is what I like to call the first 3. That's these over here. And they basically are a little nutshell of what the whole reading is. And in this case, I did kind of tie some of it. It pretty much says what the reading is, but this just goes more into depth. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'm try to go through it fast, but I'm trying not to be rushed, but you'll have to bear with me. The first card is the Ace of Cups. And this one, I'm going to read you the definition, and we'll go from there. This one indicates the beginning of great love, joy, contentment, productivity, fertility. If you're of, like childbearing years, you might have a good time to have kids. It also says that if the mind is filled with spirit, the spirit will fill the material cup to overflow. So that's it's a beginning of great love. It's a great card. That one was also reflected, I'm going to tell you now because I'll probably forget later. That card is also reflected on the 2 of Cups here in its definition. Its definition is beginning of a friendship or a love affair, a great friendship, love affair. Then the second card of the first 3 is the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and that's from the Major Arcana. Basically, the Major Arcana cards carry more weight, and there are fewer of them, so that's why I mention it. Plus, it's usually it's a very strong influence in what you're reading and what's happening with you right now. The Wheel of Fortune, I don't think that was anybody's card, was it? No, I don't think it represented anybody. any of the zodiac. This represents success, unexpected luck, fortune for the better, new conditions, and creative evolution. So a lot of good stuff, and usually, the wheel is turning in your favor. So especially if it's right side up, it's fortuitous. So it always means good things, and the sky's the limit. The third one is the Six of Pentacles. These are all read upright, by the way. I don't know why. It's just how I was taught. My mother taught me how to do this. I don't know what this form is called. It's not Celtic. I don't know what the heck it is. So, I haven't been able to find it. But anyway, the third one is the Six of Pentacles. And this one represents, it says, others will share justly. Gifts, inheritance, material gain. This card was, that meaning was also reflected in this card, the Four of Pentacles. And that one also mentions gifts and inheritance. So, anyway, that was pretty much a nutshell. So if you're in a hurry, you can just do the first three. You can always do that. It doesn't take that much time. But if you have time to do the whole reading, this is how it'll go. These in the middle are you. This is centered. This is what's happening with you right now. Your situation influences what you're thinking, whatever. The middle card, this is you right now, is 20. And that's from the Major Arcana also. That's the Judgment card. And, look, I think that one was... it's just this. Okay. That one's a... Tens are completion, so this is 2 tens. But the meaning for this is life well lived, work well done, an awakening, there's renewal, personal consciousness on the verge of blending with the universe. So you're doing some spiritual work, you're getting enlightened, you're listening to your intuition. And it also says legal judgment in one's favor. So if you've got something pending, it'll probably go your way. But this one is basically on you and your mindset. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. You're feeling complete. You're feeling whole. You're feeling like you've done what you can do. You've done a good job. You're feeling good. And then the cards next to it, both these guys are love cards. And this one's saying love is coming, and you've got something. If it hasn't happened already, it's fixing to. You're either going to meet somebody, there's going to be a great love, something's going to start. At this point, I don't really see who. And it looks like it's someone you haven't met yet. It could be somebody from the past, but I don't see any of the cards that indicate past. So generally, it's someone new. And then you've got somebody interesting in your work area. They're not your love interest, but there's some people you need to watch out for. Excuse me. Anyway, so it doesn't matter which card you read. I'll just go with one. It doesn't really matter. The Two of Cups over here is right side up. This represents harmony between the feminine and the masculine, qualities, characteristics, partnerships, that kind of thing. Reciprocity. What you give will be received. Things won't be one-sided. And it says beginning of a friendship, great love affair, balance, plans with a kindred spirit. So you're going to be coupling up with somebody that looks like you're going to have a rocking good time. And it's just beginning. So this looks pretty very positive. On the other side, we have the 17. That's from the Major Arcana also. This is the Star card. This card represents Aquarius, or like someone who is an Aquarius, or you're dealing with someone who's an Aquarius, or Aquarius season. So like Aquarius birth season, which would be mid-January to mid-February. And this represents insight, inspiration, hope, unselfish aid, good health, gifts of spirit. And it also says great love given and received. So you've got something really good coming on. And I don't know why, I always kind of say something about attitude. Attitude is everything. I think it sets your day, it sets your mood for the day, it sets the way people receive you. If you have a smile as opposed to a frown. And right now you're feeling good about yourself, and you may be attracting, well, I know you're attracting. When you feel good about yourself, and you may not realize this, but people are watching you, and we are our worst critics. So, you may think you look like a bucket of shit, but, somebody else just thinks you're the frickin' bee's knees. But you're feeling good, and you're very attractive, and something's coming around, and it's a good something. It's something that's going to be very worthwhile, and it's looking pretty strong. And giving and receiving, that's pretty damn important. It's very sad if you're in a one-sided relationship. So, this is looking awesome. And so that is what's going on right now. So I would say probably like the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that, give or take. You always have to be patient. Divine has its own damn timing, you know that. This area over here represents the past. Some people don't do that part. I do. If the reading is for somebody else, it gives me some insight on them. And also, some people only read major arcana cards. And some people read only minor arcana cards. And then some people read both, but only upright. I read both, up major and minor, and right side up and upside down, because the book references it, and that gives you more meanings and stuff. That's another thing. Okay, so in the past, the way it is this is the most recent past, and that's further in the past and way back in the past, give or take. This card here is from the Major Arcana again. This is the number 2, the High Priestess. This card represents Cancer or Pisces, or you're dealing with a Cancer or Pisces, or Cancer or Pisces birth season. So look it up. I know Pisces is mid-February to mid-March, and Cancer is something else. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But this card represents unrevealed future, hidden influences, the perfect woman. So, like, if you're looking for the perfect woman, it means she's coming. If you are a woman, it means you have the ability to be the perfect woman, or you already are the perfect woman. And it also is of special value to artists and composers and mystics. So it seems like you were a little confused. You weren't really sure how things were, going, but you picked your chin up. Looks like you stayed positive. Further back in the future, we have the Ace of Wands. Now this one is upside down. And that one represents there was a cancellation of an enterprise, of a new enterprise. There was a journey that may have been delayed. Clouded joy, false start. So something had a rough start or didn't happen the way you wanted it to, which is probably what led to the confusion. Doesn't really It could have been a relationship, or it could have been like your work situation. Maybe you were wanting a raise or a promotion and you didn't get it. You've been waiting, and now you're wondering, oh, what the hell should I do? Should I look for another job? You know what your worth is. Don't let anyone devalue you. You know exactly what you bring to the table. You don't have to be cocky about it, but hell yeah, throw your freaking weight around. I know what the hell I do when I'm at work. I know what I bring to the table. I know I'm fucking underpaid. You don't have to say it like that, but if you have that attitude, but politely, always try to refrain from losing your shit, because it carries a lot more weight if you do not lose your shit. Stating the obvious, but anyway, alright, so something disappointed you, something had a false start, you had to wait. Does not look like it started again. However, you're going to have some romance, so you may not even be thinking about that, unless that was it, but seems more like a project. Further back in the past, we have the Seven of Pentacles upside down. This one means impatience after little gain. Little gain after much work, anxiety about a loan. So probably like all of us, all the hard work you put in, and you're waiting and waiting, and how many more? Another 10 years? How much longer do I have to? I don't have that much longer on this earth. Another 10 years is like a fucking lot to me. So, but I understand that, the impatience, and so you're like, all this shit that I did. Where the hell's my my just rewards? What the hell? And then there was a false start, and then you started like, well, what, but over here, it's saying, people they're gonna be sharing with you justly, so it's coming, and that was further in the past, and then it's gonna sweep you into like this love crap, so you're gonna be, preoccupied with that for a little bit. Over here is the work area. If you don't work, you're stay at home, this would be your area. Also means family. I attribute it to group activities like Masons and bowling leagues, Boy Scout groups, things that are like group activities, your home life, outings with family reunions and things like that, social stuff. Over here we've got in the near future, and it's also read the same way, near future, further in the future, and this is furthest in the future. So this is the Five of Pentacles, and it's upside down. This one says that you're going to have money regained after severe toil. So there was that impatience, you put in the hard work, and you're, where the hell's my freaking, what the hell? Here you're getting it. It looks like you may not be getting all of it, but you're getting, at least it's going to be starting. You're going to be getting some of it, most of it. It's going to be some kind of relief. It also means new employment, though it may be temporary. Now, doesn't mean necessarily you'll be, changing jobs. You could be getting like a temporary position in your employment. Somebody left a position and they haven't hired somebody yet, so they're asking you to do that work as well. So it may be something like that. New employment, possibly temporary, or if you're unemployed, you may be offered new employment, but it may only be temporary. And it may be permanent as well. It may lead to something permanent, but I always take this as a good card. And it may also mean like a secondary job as well. It also represents charity and interest in spirit. So it goes with the enlightenment that I was talking about up there. You're getting into spiritual things like God, spirit, your spirit guides, your intuition. maybe white magic, like Wiccan, like lightweight Wiccan kind of stuff, casting good spells, spreading joy, things like that. You're wanting to be a positive influence, and it looks like you're looking for your niche. Looks like you're finding it too. And then the next card, and this is, like I said, your work area or group area or whatever it is for you. I gotta take a drink. Hang on just a second. These next couple of cards aren't too freaking cool. So, the moon, normally I like the moon, but for some reason in this deck it's got not such a great meaning. So we've got the number 18 from the major arcana, the moon. This represents a Cancer or Cancer season. It represents intuition, imagination, deception. So somebody's going to be deceiving. And it also means unfolding of latent power, psychic powers. Going along with this, the spiritual enlightenment. So you're learning how to use your gut, your instinct, your intuition. And if you have a bad feeling about somebody, you're going with it. And I always say, err on the side of caution. So, if you have a bad feeling, I'd rather go with that and be wrong than not go with it and be wrong. And it also says unseen foes, unseen enemies. So we've got someone who's not quite fond of you. And then the next card is the Page of Swords. It is upside down. The court cards have physical attributes that are given to them, but people can change their hair and their eye color. So I'll give it to you, but it's mainly the characteristics of the card that I believe are more important. So the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. Page of Swords upside down is for brown-haired, brown-eyed. Gender is not specific in this card. And this is for a young person, so it could be a girl or a boy. It's a younger person, late teens, young adult. This one says, imposter likely to be exposed. Cunning. Possible ill. Expect the unexpected. So, and it's right next to the deception, hidden enemies. So, if somebody gets a little too chummy with you, all of a sudden, just, I would be careful. I feel like because it's saying that your latent psychic powers are going to be coming out. I think you're going to be knowing who it is. And I skipped like this card. There's another meaning on this. I had to write it on a different line. This one also says bad luck for a loved one. And I will be honest, every time I've gotten that card, that does mean that. And it's usually like somebody, like your brother, your sister, your children, or somebody, has some kind of slight misfortune. Like perhaps they, twist their ankle, or, I don't know, have a minor car accident, or, have an issue at work or something. It generally does mean that for me. So bad luck for a loved one. So just, be prepared for the unexpected. And I don't think it's related with that, but it could be. Could also be family. So with a loved one, maybe there's a shady family member, or maybe there's, somebody who's dating a family member, and they're coming around like the holidays, bringing them around for, Thanksgiving dinner, and, person, ends up being a piece of shit. But they're dating like the niece or nephew or whoever, whatever their tie into the family might be. So be careful of that. And And then up here we've got what represents like theoretical roads to the future, and basically these are warnings, so you can avoid and use the positives of whichever card. Doesn't matter which side you read first. It's also the same way. This is the near future, further in the future, and then far out in the future. Near, further, and far out. Here we've got the Two of Wands. It is upside down. This one represents release, movement of your affairs, sometimes in the wrong direction. Might have something to do with this imposter person. The next meaning is avoid imposters and disloyalty. So it does have to do with that. If you're working, I would say this is work related. If you're not working, it's either group and it could also be group related if you're working. You'll feel it coming. The rest of this, I think I got it all right. Yeah, it also says sympathy. You're going to be having sympathy for those who are in trouble. You can have sympathy, but keep your guard up. Next card is the Five of Wands, and it's upside down. This one represents generosity, new business opportunities, victory after obstacles. So it looks like you're going to be surviving this imposter. You keep your guard up, and they're not going to get the better of you. You're still going to have empathy for them, but and generosity, but you're going to win in the end, which is good. Good. Next one is the Knight of Cups. He is upside down. He or she is upside down. This represents a person with light brown hair, hazel eyes. This person is sensual. They're idle. I take that as like kind of lazy, kind of sedentary, And then the next definition is liar, fraud. Look into any propositions that are presented to you. So you're going to have some success, and someone's going to want to swoop in and take some of your success or swindle you out of it. Or they're going to see your generosity and think, how do I get some of that? So whether it's family or not, hopefully it's not family. But someone might be looking to take advantage of you. And I would say monetarily. It may be in other ways as well, but I don't see any mind games here. Other than the swindling, they'll have to play a mind game to swindle you. But I think you're going to be seeing it come. Your latent powers are going to be coming out. You're going to be seeing this person coming. I don't think it's going to be more than one. I really don't. You could have a situation where you work with somebody that's in your family, or somebody that you consider family. They've been a friend of the family for years. That kind of thing. It surprises you, the people that'll, try to stab you in the back and take your shit. And the other side is, like I said, these are warnings. This should help you navigate. Use your best judgment. Use your best judgment. Over here we've got the Four of Pentacles. This is right side up. This represents assured material gain, success, gifts, inheritance. That went with this. Six of Pentacles, gifts, inheritance. So I don't know if you've had somebody recently pass away. You should be getting some benefits from that, or doesn't always have to mean somebody passes away. It could also mean somebody's retiring and no longer wants their hot rod, and they want to give it to somebody who's going to appreciate it. Things like that. The rest of it also means it's a possible miserly kind of ungenerous character. It may also mean as a warning to not be miserly. Generosity is in your reading a lot, and patience as well. So it looks like you will be showing generosity and empathy, and that's going to win you. Karma's going to, what you put out, what you're going to get back. And attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. You shouldn't do things for people expecting something in return anyway. But it's nice when it does come back, and it will come back. It may take a while, and you may have people that are very ungrateful. Sons of bitches that are like, why the hell did I even bother, helping you, or, screw you next time, but it'll come back to you. So, you did your best, and you helped the person out, and you didn't want them to be struggling, you know how it is. The next card is the Magician, further into the future. Generally, that is you, and it's like your frame of mind and how strong you are, that kind of thing. What you're capable of. This represents will, mastery, organizational skills, creativity. The ability to use the power from above to your own desires. So that goes along with the latent psychic powers coming out. You'll be able to manifest things that you're wanting, and it's all going to be in a good way. It's going to be a good manifestation. You're going to be getting the things that you want, but you have to put positive out there. You're not going to get the things you want by putting out negative shit. And, and that includes internal dialogue. Quit telling yourself you suck. Quit beating yourself up. People make mistakes. You're fallible. Everybody else is fallible. If they say they're not, they're friggin' lying. They're the fraud and they're the imposter. You are as good as you tell yourself that you are. And I think I'm fucking great. So most of the time I'm feeling fucking great. I don't care what other people fucking think. I really don't. I have blue, purple, and pink hair, for fuck's sake, I can't care what people think, and half the time I'm sitting there thinking, God, I look like shit, and I'm drawing all this attention to myself with this fucking bright hair. But I really don't care. I do not give a shit. But, that's me. I don't know why I went there. But anyway, you'll be learning how to use your gut and your spiritual guides and your ancestors, people that have passed on. They're all going to be guiding you. You just listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and that'll help you with this other stuff, these bad mamma jammas over there. And the furthest card in the future is the Ten of Swords, and this one's upside down. Normally I hate that damn card. It is upside down, so in this case it says overthrow of evil forces. So blah and blah and so you're going to be winning in the long run anyway. So people will share justly with you. You're going to be winning. So fuck all them. Just keep your nose to the grindstone. Don't do anything that'll get you in trouble, and have a good heart and put good shit out, and it'll come back. You're going to win. This also means some success and profit, courage to rise. So it's all about attitude. All about attitude. So you're going to be courageous. So courage is an important word for you, for somebody. Maybe you have newfound independence or something. You're going to be wanting to be courageous. You're going to want to rise. You're not going to be cowardly about things possibly that might give you hesitation. You're going to have the cojones to fucking do what you want to fucking do. And it also says looking to higher powers for help. All of this is very spiritual. Your reading is very spiritual. So you're either praying a lot, you're looking to God, you're looking to a God, your God, the God. You're asking your spirit guides, you're asking your ancestors, everyone for help. And if you're anything like me, you talk out loud to yourself, to people who have passed. You talk to your animals, you talk to the plants, you talk to like whoever the hell's there. And most of the time, you're alone. Well, that's me anyway. I don't know if you're like that, but it does not hurt. And I do believe in the spoken word. I do believe if you keep saying, I will get promoted, I will get promoted, I will get promoted. And you say that every day, it'll fucking happen. And it'll also put you in a good mood, too. That'll give you that courage to frickin' rise again. You know, stand on your own two feet and, you know, require your just fucking rewards, you know. I demand you fucking treat me the way I need to be fucking treated. No more bullshit. You know, this is what I fucking bring to the table. You either like it or lump it, I'm fucking, you know, I'm hitting the road. Jack, kiss my ass. So anyway, hopefully you learned a little something. Thanks for watching this. I stopped abruptly. I'm done. Anyway, if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe. I gotta go. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day.